Hi, sorry. I fumbled already. I'm just talking straight to that camera. Okay. Hi, I'm Lina from the Lebanese Plate, and today for recipes for Ramadan, I'm going to show you how to make my very simple hummus recipe. The most important thing to remember with a good hummus recipe is you have to use dry chickpeas. I started off my hummus making journey using canned chickpeas, and then I discovered I was not getting an amazing hummus, and I could not get, with the canned chickpeas, a super smooth, beautiful hummus like my mother used to make, like I see in the Lebanese restaurants. So I thought I need to start experimenting with using dry chickpeas, and boy, did that make a huge difference. So if you've never done this before, you 100% need to start making hummus from scratch using dry chickpeas. So the most important first step, and that's probably for me, because I can be quite forgetful, is remembering to soak the chickpeas the night before. So you basically get a cup of dry chickpeas, put it in a good sized bowl, cover it with plenty of water and a teaspoon of bicarb soda. Leave it to soak overnight. The following day, you rinse the chickpeas in a large pot with plenty of fresh water and another teaspoon of bicarb. You cook the chickpeas for approximately 60 minutes. You need the chickpeas to get to the point where they almost look overcooked and mushy. What you need: 1 cup of dry chickpeas soaked overnight with a teaspoon of bicarb. You need a good heaped tablespoon of tahini paste. You need 1.5 teaspoons of salt. You need 1/4 of a teaspoon of ground cumin, 2 cloves of garlic, and you need some lemon juice. I usually set aside about 2/3 of a cup of lemon juice, and I adjust according to taste. So between 1/3 to 2/3 of a cup of lemon juice. So once your chickpeas are cooked, I would leave them in the strainer to cool completely. Straight into your food processor. So once you have the chickpeas processed to a fairly smooth paste, now it's just to add the rest of the ingredients. A heaped tablespoon of tahini. Now some people like to add a bit more tahini paste, and if that suits your taste, then go ahead and add a little bit more. 1.5 teaspoons of salt. And for that little bit of added depth and flavor, I love to add 1/4 teaspoon of ground cumin. It just gives it this really beautiful, rich, warm flavor as well, which I absolutely love. You can, of course, add the lemon juice straight into your food processor as it is, but if you really want to impress your friends and family with a really, really super smooth hummus, I usually strain it just to get rid of those little bits and pieces in there. So like I said, give it a taste as you process. If you feel that you need a little bit more lemon juice, then add a little bit more lemon juice. So 2 cloves of crushed garlic go straight in. And just like that, you have a beautiful, smooth hummus. Look how beautiful and smooth that is. Spread it around. I like to give it a little bit of an indent in the middle, so that way I can drench it with some beautiful olive oil. Some people do put olive oil in their hummus mix. I don't in my recipe, because I just love to add it at the end, and you get that beautiful taste of the olive oil with the hummus. I think it tastes a lot better. A sprinkle of samar, which is optional. Sometimes I sprinkle it with za'atar. Sometimes you can sprinkle it with paprika too, which is quite common. Just make it look pretty and presentable. I really hope you give this really simple recipe a go, and don't forget to soak your chickpeas.